Hi friends, Aldana here. Today we're going to be doing a walkthrough of the brilliant Quiet Rebel Tarot by Lynn Thurman. I first was introduced to Lynn by her very clever Quiet Rebel Oracle deck. I fell in love with her collage style and her clever keywords. I've had this deck for a while. It pairs with lots of tarot decks. She takes vintage photographs and adds some interesting backgrounds. And of course, again, where she really shines are her keywords. So when I heard that Lynn was going to do a Kickstarter campaign to produce a tarot deck, I was all over it. Now, I have to be honest, I've been a little soured by Kickstarter in the recent past. It just seems to take forever for the decks to arrive. I backed 2 technological products and they never were produced. So the makers took the money and ran essentially, and there were no consequences. Kickstarter did nothing. So I've been turned off by Kickstarter until this new tarot deck. So I'm sure you guys have seen this one before. I just wanted to reference it because this is where the Lynn Thurman love affair started for me. So the campaign was run extremely smoothly. The cards came very quickly. I do know that Lynn and her husband were trying frantically to get these decks shipped out, especially to us in the States before the tariff bullshit started. And she did it. She was successful. I do know that if you fall in love with this deck like I do, that there will be copies available on Lynn's Etsy site, which I will link below. She did say that if the cards are not up already, they will be soon. She needs a much needed little break, understandably so, and she'll get to that as soon as possible. So here is the Quiet Rebel Tarot. Comes in a sturdy 2-part box. There's a little thing on there. Yeah, have to do the box knock. Everybody does that. Okay, so the deck comes with a pamphlet. It is RWS based. It follows the RWS. So I'm guessing that's why she didn't include a crazy guidebook, because most of us already know the answers. Plus, each card has like a title, which essentially describes the nature and the meaning of each card. So you don't really need a in-depth guidebook. So as I showed before, the minors have columns of descriptions, and then the major arcana has this kind of simple listing of meanings. And then this says, welcome to the Quiet Rebel Tarot, a deck for the thinkers, dreamers, and quiet disruptors. This isn't about following rules, it's about listening to your inner voice and reclaiming your truth. Inspired by the traditional Rider-Waite system, but laced with a spirit of defiance, this deck encourages self-reflection, conscious choice, and a gentler kind of rebellion. Use it to explore your story, challenge old patterns, and create the reality you want. One card, one question, one quiet act of revolution at a time. So that's the pamphlet. And here are the cards. They are standard Rider-Waite size with rounded edges. They are a satiny matte. They are thick, sturdy cards. They shuffle well. And also the backs, oops, are reversible. And they complement the backs of the Oracle deck. So they both have exotic birds and flora. They remind me very much of the White Lotus TV show, which I love. So, and they're kind of whimsical and fun. I love the colors, these kind of mauves and greens and mustard yellows. So let's get into it. Let me bring the camera down. Okay, so here we have the Fool, and the title, I guess she gave it, is The Free Radical. Here we have the Magician as the hustler with his bag of tricks. The Third Eye Spy as the High Priestess. I debated going through each of the cards because I very much enjoyed going through when the deck arrived and laughing at how clever Lynn is with her keywords. For example, the Empress is the badass gardener. Perfection. I love it. But I figured that, if you wanted to skip ahead, you're very welcome to do so. But I'm going to go through the whole deck. So the Emperor is the rule breaker in his skivvies. The Unofficial Guide is the Hierophant. The Risky Business for the Lovers. The Wild Ride is the Chariot. Lynn's collage style is very precise. Everything fits together seamlessly as if it belongs. The Beast Whisperer for strength. Love that lion. The Solo Mission for the Hermit. The Cosmic Roulette for the Wheel of Fortune. The Karma Cop for Justice. The Reality Dropout for the Hanged Man. The Endgame for Death. The Mad Scientist for Temperance. I love that. The Sticky Situation for the Devil. I love that too. The Oh Crap Moment. The Tower. The Eternal Optimist for the Star. The Shadow Assassin for the Moon. The Good Vibes Only for the Sun. Perfect. The Checkpoint for Judgment. The Mic Drop for the World. The Big Bang for the Ace of Wands. The Edge of Mayhem for the Two of Wands. The Great Escape, Three of Wands. The After Party, Four of Wands. The Power Struggle, Five of Wands. The Rising Star, Six of Wands. The Uphill Battle, 7. The Fast Track, 8 of Wands. The last one standing is the 9 of Wands. The Overload, 10 of Wands. The page is the Flamethrower. Blaze Runner is the Knight. The Hot Shot is the Queen of Wands. The Pioneer is the King. The Heart Opener, Ace of Cups. Can O Love. The Sweet Exchange, Two of Cups. The Fun Slingers, Three of Cups. It looked like a good time. The Plot Hole, Four of Cups. The Letdown, Five of Cups. The Time Capsule, Six of Cups. The Wild Goose Chase, Seven of Cups. Eight of Cups is the Done and Dusted. I love that. So, if you're a more seasoned reader, you can definitely apply what you know from the RWS. If you're a beginning reader, just take it at face value and use it that way. It's such a versatile deck. I love it. The Wish Granted, Nine of Cups. The Happy Little Cult, Ten of Cups. The Heart Stirrer, Page of Cups. The Mood Rider, Knight of Cups. The Tide Turner, Queen of Cups. The Peacekeeper is the King. Now for our swords. The Spark of Madness, Ace of Swords. The Turning Point is the Two of Swords. The Heart Quake, Three of Swords. I love that so much. The Four of Swords is The Nap is Calling. The Hollow Victory for the Five. Brilliant. So good. The Exit Strategy, Six of Swords, sorry. The Sneaky Bastard, Seven of Swords. The Mind Maze, this is another favorite, Eight of Swords. The Panic Button, Nine of Swords. The Bitter End, Ten of Swords. The Page is the Peace Disruptor. The Knight is the Storm Chaser. The Queen is the Sharpshooter. And the King is the Mastermind. The Wild Idea is the Ace of Pentacles. The Beautiful Mess is the Two. The Work in Progress is the Three of Pentacles. That's a really big knife. The Security Blanket, Four of Pentacles. Perfect. The Casualty, Five of Pentacles. The Tip Jar is the Six. The Waiting Game is the Seven of Pentacles. Another great one. They're all great. The New Recruit, Eight of Pentacles. The Life Upgrade, 9. The Full House, 10 of Pentacles. The Seed Sower, Page. The Steady Plotter, Knight of Pentacles. The Nest Maker, Queen of Pentacles. And the Empire Builder for the King of Pentacles. So again, that is the Quiet Rebel Tarot by Lynn Thurman. I hope you enjoy this deck as much as I do. Again, links will be below. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. And I hope that you have a fantastic day. Goodbye.